Biosecurity is a collection of practices that limit the ability of diseases to travel. Disease poses a risk to the health of the cows, to the economic production of the farm, and to the safety of workers. Biosecurity is the first line of defense against disease outbreaks in dairy cattle, reduces the economic impact of outbreaks, and protects the safety of workers. For an illness to spread, it needs a source, a susceptible host, and contact between the source and the host. Biosecurity focuses on preventing contact between sources of disease and new hosts. The first strategy of biosecurity is to prevent disease traveling into the farm from outside the farm. In this case, the source can be wild animals, environmental contamination, or other farms. The susceptible hosts are any animal on the farm. Tactics of biosecurity at this level include recording vehicle and personnel movement in and out of the farm, disinfecting vehicles used to transport animals, disinfecting footwear and washing hands before entering the farm, separating cows new to the farm from the existing herd, and testing new cows for common diseases. Additional tactics to prevent environmental contamination include using treated water sources, limiting access of wild animals and birds to the farm, limiting contact between wild animals or birds and cows on the farm, and limiting access of wild animals and birds to cattle feed. The second strategy of biosecurity is to prevent disease traveling from animal to animal within the farm. In this case, the source can be sick animals already on the farm, healthy animals on the farm that carry the disease without symptoms, bodily fluids from cattle such as feces, urine, or milk, or domesticated pets. The susceptible hosts are any animals that do not already have immunity to the disease, particularly weak or young animals. Tactics of biosecurity at this level include washing hands before handling animals, separating sick and healthy cows, separating young calves, older calves, and adult cows, handling cows from younger to older, and washing hands and disinfecting boots if handling animals in the reverse order. Additional tactics to prevent spread of disease between different areas on the farm include washing hands and disinfecting boots when leaving the milking parlor, hosing down removable sleeves and aprons when leaving the milking parlor, disinfecting the wheels of carts and travel between areas of the farm, and washing hands after handling domesticated pets on the farm. The final strategy of biosecurity is to prevent disease traveling from animals to humans. In this case, the source can be any of the previously mentioned sources, especially feces, urine, or milk. The susceptible hosts are any animals on the farm or any humans who come into contact with products sold from the farm. Tactics of biosecurity at this level include using face shields or safety glasses while milking or cleaning the milking parlor, wearing gloves while milking or handling cattle, removing gloves and washing hands after milking or working with animals, avoiding touching the face, eyes, or mouth with contaminated gloves, avoiding touching water bottles, phones, or other personal items with contaminated gloves, changing out of work clothes and boots before heading home, and having a dedicated laundry at the farm for work clothes. Additional tactics for preventing transmission of disease through consumption include removing gloves before using a water bottle, removing gloves and washing hands before snacks or meals, eating in a designated break room, and boiling or pasteurizing milk before consumption. Biosecurity is an incredibly important protection for farms, for cattle, and for people. Thank you for doing your part by learning about biosecurity.